Center Radio. This is the weekly music podcast where every week we get into a different band, different artist, and we listen to one of the records. We get into the music, lyrics, how it was made, and everything in between. My name is Tyler, and way out there, hundreds of miles away, is Jeff. While you're listening, go to Spotify, Apple Podcasts, give us 5 stars. If you're watching on YouTube, smash that subscribe button. And that's all I have for this boring intro. So, what are we doing this week, Jeff? Go.
The Strokes. Is this it?
Is this it? Yes, The Strokes. So we're gonna break it down. We're gonna do start with our origin story. We're gonna get into the first impressions of the record, and then bangers, stinkers, all that good stuff. Then we'll finish it up. So, what do you got? Origin story with The Strokes. Go.
It was this. Is this it? Is this it? This is it. This record. What are you doing over there?
Just stuff.
Just stuff. Yeah, it was this record. This came in. This was something that I had never heard of, but it was like the hot new thing in the Columbia House, like record club or whatever that my mom belonged to. And so then I picked it up because the thing was kind of vibrant or whatever, and loved it. Still loved it today. And then I kind of followed them, probably like, I don't know, maybe like we graduated high school, and then that was kind of when I lost interest. Like Juicebox was probably the last time I ever really thought about the Strokes until the new Abnormal came out.
In 05.
05, yeah. And that came out after we graduated. And the new Abnormal came out since I've lived out here. And I was like, oh, that's pretty fucking good, actually. And it's come to the store a couple times. But I never listened to that whole record. But it was, Is This It? Is my origin story with it. But really, it's 1251. Because when I heard that song, that like blew my fucking mind. And I wanted to play on the guitar, but I didn't have any effects. It was just like the acoustic guitar. It's like, beer, 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 beer. But I loved it so much. Yeah. Okay. That's it.
All right. My first impression is last night, or not my first impression, my origin story is last night and this record. Fuck, man. When last night came out, I hated it. I hated the aesthetic of the band because I saw the video. The video was the first thing I saw, and it was on MTV. Hated the image of the band, the aesthetic of the band. I thought the music was boring as fuck, but the song grew on me. Hear me out, but the song grew on me, as did a couple of the other songs on this record. They did grow on me, and I'm just gonna preface this whole episode by saying, fine, people like this record. They can believe that it's good. It's not my thing. I'm not a big indie rock fan. I'm not a big garage rock fan. And that's exactly what this album is. I think it's also crazy that this record gets like perfect scores across the board. That
because it's annoying. Fucking good.
All right, just saying this is not my thing. I'll just leave it at that. My first impression: I hated this song. I hated that song. I didn't care for this record, but it did grow on me. That's also my first impression of this record as well. But it did. Listening to it this week, the few times I listened to it, I appreciate it a lot more than I did 20 years ago, almost 25 years ago. Yeah. I do appreciate it a lot more now than I used to. And I appreciate this band more than I used to, which we'll get more into kind of the background of the band and the record and all that. So, what are some of your, do you still feel this way about this record? Do you still really think this record is incredible?
Even still like to this day, because this is another early one I got on the vinyls, and still to this day, like through and through, front to back, it's a fucking banger. It's a riot of a record. It is so goddamn good. It is so fresh. It is so nice to hear something like this in 2001.
Okay, that's fine. Okay,
you can piss and moan all you want. I'm not. Fuck, I'll take this shit over.
You're pissing and moaning more than I am.
Most because you're so fucking stupid and like how you think this is. Why you think this is dumb or like overrated?
It's just so dull. God, it's just so dull. But we'll get into it.
What part of this is dull? It's 5 dudes who make a lot of fucking noise playing their own instruments. They never stop making noise. They never stop making noise.
It's just so.
And none of them are playing the same fucking part.
I know, which is that part.
What part of this is flat?
That part's really cool. That part's really cool.
There's insane dynamics all over this. There's quiet parts, loud parts. There's minors.
I don't know why you're yelling at me.
What you're saying makes no sense.
I told you I can appreciate
what is dull?
I can appreciate the band. I can appreciate the record, but not like it.
What don't you like about it?
I think overall, the songs are pretty flat. They have cool parts. They have cool moments. But overall,
Fucking
the songs
flat.
are flat.
What does flat mean
and
to you?
dull
I don't know what flat
and a little
means
bit
to you.
boring. And a little bit boring. That's just
I
the way
don't
she
know what
goes.
your definition of flat
That's
is,
fine.
because you can literally just like look at a wavelength of each one of these songs, and it'll be flat for a minute, then blah, exploding, and then be flat for a minute.
What it comes down
what
to,
is flat?
what it comes down to, I think Julian is just such a boring singer. He really is truly a boring singer on this record. He varies it up and he does some cool things later on in their discography, but on this record, man, he just sounds so bored. He doesn't want to be there. And I get it. That's like their whole image. They were trying to be different. They were trying to be these cool rich New York kids, but trying not to be act like they were rich kids, but they really are rich kids. But they're like
they never act like they
smoke,
were rich kids.
They smoke and drink a lot and all that. But it's like, oh my god. Okay, I get it. You're 20 and you're a teenager. I get it. You want to be cool kids on the block. I get it. We were all there at some point, but I just don't care that much. Anyway, so let's get into. We already kind of know our first impressions on this. Whatever. Do we have any stinkers on this record?
No, not even fucking close.
All right, I have no stinkers either. I have no stinkers. I don't think there's a bad song on this record. There really is.
Not even close.
There truly is not a bad song on this record. Bangers. How many bangers do you have?
Here's how many bangers I don't have. Okay. None. No, I'm just kidding. I have 1, 2, 3. I have 4 songs that are not bangers.
Okay, so seven bangers on this one.
Well, so like.
Or did you do New York? The New York Cops? Because I didn't do that.
Yeah, of course. I did New York and I did Where It Started. I did both.
I only did Where It Started.
That's silly. Okay, you didn't do your homework.
Well, okay.
Well, you said earlier, we always do our homework. That's what we do here. Remember you said that earlier?
Yeah, I did.
But then you didn't do your homework now.
But
so.
the track listed on this record doesn't have New York Cops. Yeah, it was supposed to be on the record. But
it was on the record.
Yeah, the initial run. But after that, it was replaced.
And then
well, let's get into that. Okay, let's get into that real quick. They this record came out. They had a song on it called New York Cops, kind of criticizing the police and all that kind of stuff, but like in a very like superficial way, boring way. And then 9/11 happened a month after the record came out. If you don't remember back then, or if you haven't read about it back then, the fucking FCC came out and said, these are all the songs and all the bands that are banned from the radio and MTV and blah, blah, blah. And so they got a lot of pressure from their label saying you got to take the song off, which they did. And then they replaced it with, what's the song again? When It Started. When It Started?
When It Started. This is it.
Stop.
Do you not like that they took it off?
Yeah, I think it's stupid.
But like, dude.
But I think it's stupid, but whatever.
You understand.
I understand why they did for multiple reasons, but I still think it's stupid.
They're still wet behind the fucking ears. It's
their first
came
album.
out.
I know it's their first album. I get it. So I don't knock them for it, but I still think it's stupid.
I think it's stupid that no, for sure.
That kind of censorship is even.
But that was a weird time for our country. We were just thrown, and you just watched that Tucker Carlson thing too. Mm-hmm. So like we were just thrown through as a country. We were just thrown through the ringer with 9/11. Yeah, so I get why they did it. I don't hold it against them at all. I wish they didn't do it. Obviously, hindsight's 20/20, but I 100% understand why they did it.
Yeah, every band, every major artist was experiencing that because the amount of like American patriotism that came out after 9/11, those like first 3 or 4 months was crazy.
Yeah, it was wild.
I've never experienced anything like that.
People helping people in every capacity you could possibly think of.
I mean, yes, there were bad things going on, a lot of racism and xenophobia, but overall, I feel like the positive outweighed the negative.
Yeah,
I mean,
for sure.
I just the way it is, and no, we're not some conservative motherfuckers or stupid shit like that. We're not like that at all.
The fact that
you mentioned Tucker
100%
Carlson too, and
believe that the government lied to us in every possible fucking way, shape, and form. They did, and still fucking do. I don't understand like why our government still lies to us about it, but that's a different pod for a different time. Yeah. New York City Cops. That's not a banger for me. I thought had you listened to this one, this probably would have been your favorite. This is the most punk song they've done maybe ever. So, but whatever. Okay. You don't listen to it.
Well, okay. Yeah, I didn't
do your homework.
That's fine. All right, so let's get into your number one banger.
Someday.
Someday from Sugar Ray.
Someday.
That's also a banger for me too.
Is that your one banger though?
2B.
What's your one banger? Last Night?
We'll get into it.
The super flat song. Last Night.
We'll get into it.
It's so boring when he sings like that.
We'll get into it.
Fucking guy, dude. Just, why don't you go practice spitting up dirt? I'll be there in a minute. Sunday's my 1B.
Okay.
That's
my
from Joe
2.
Dirt. You never seen Joe Dirt though.
Oh.
Yeah, right from that drum intro, you already know this is gonna fucking slay. This song is absolutely going to slay. Everybody again is doing something unique almost throughout the entire song. The instrumental melody constantly gives out that that Someday melody. Sunday. So this lets Julian kind of just build on it. Let the rhythmic guitar come in and just kind of build off of it. But we know it's coming. Like, you don't know the first time, and I don't remember the first time I heard it, but like, God, I wish I could go back and hear the song for the first time, because now I'm just constantly like the Someday thing. I think it's absolutely incredible. And fucking hell, this isn't just like a perfect indie rock song, but a phenomenal pop song in general. Like a defining pop rock song for the 2000s. These guys made so much noise. They fill up so much space, but it never feels like too much, because there's always something different going on that you can focus on, follow along to, and it's unique and fresh and different. And Julian's vocal delivery is just fucking spot on.
All right.
Spot on.
So with this song, one thing I really do praise the band on a lot is the way that they play off of each other. Not just the two guitar players, but the bassist too. I mean, the bass player Nikolaj. He's actually a solid. He has some great fucking parts throughout this record, and I do love that all three of them in a lot of moments are just playing different things. But the way that they all intertwine and they play off of each other is fucking great. It's fucking fantastic. But it's really it's. I guess, like, going back to what I said earlier, like 10 minutes ago, where I said the album it feels flat to me. It's because of Julian's vocals. I think his vocals are just so dull. I can't get over his vocals. And I mean, I like a lot of bad vocalists. You like a lot of bad vocalists.
You fucking think Chino's like God's gift to earth, and you're calling this guy fucking flat?
Chino from Deftones. Chino from Deftones has a lot of
what?
He fucking has a lot of variations and a lot of different
nuance
to his voice. Yes, he's not the greatest vocalist, but he has a lot more nuance.
He's a shit vocalist. He has shit range, and he has no variation of what he fucking does. That's wild. Like you're just come on. Like just call it for what it is.
This you do this all the time. You
just call it for what it is.
You do this all the time, and it's whenever I criticize something that you and Skip do it. It's not just you. You and Skip do this. Whenever I say that I don't like something that you guys love, then you automatically go back to Deftones or you go back to
because
Korn.
they're garbage.
But that has nothing. But it has nothing to do with.
But it has something to do right now, because you're saying you think Julian Casablancas is boring, but then one of your favorite bands.
I think he's very.
One of your favorite bands.
They're not.
Like the singer has been long criticized. It's not just me.
I know it's not just you.
Skip,
but
it's been long criticized as being a boring singer, a boring frontman.
Once again, this has nothing to do with the Strokes. This argument has nothing to do with the Strokes.
I'm comparing two things. You say this guy's boring, but then you like a guy who like
just
objectively kind of is boring.
Just
like,
accept.
What?
Okay, but you can still accept that Julian is boring. Just accept that you know that Julian is kind of a boring singer.
I don't think he's boring at all.
Get the fuck out of here.
I think he's a deliberate attempt at doing this like indie rock croon. Some shit that we've never fucking heard before.
It doesn't make it that good. I think it's just boring and dull.
I think you're boring and dull.
That's fine. That's fine.
There's no way in my fucking mind that anything that you say from now on will be like, okay, I see his point from here, because you're not making any decent points as to why you don't like this other than I don't like indie rock. That's it.
I think the music is just overall kind of boring. I don't think the songs really go anywhere outside of, it's cool. They're all playing different things, and it's cool that the way they it all kind of intertwines. That part's super fucking cool. I don't think the songs really go anywhere. I think most of the melodies are kind of boring. I think just the whole kind of feel and aura that this band gives off is just very. It's just so of its time, and it's so.
Here's what it is. Here's what it is. I'm gonna explain this for you. You don't like this band because you think that they got everything handed to them. You think that because they came from money, and you think, oh, they have to work for them. They're a bunch of rich kids. They're a plant. That's why.
No, I don't think that at all.
That's 100% why.
I thought that before I started reading about the band, and I realized that that really wasn't the case because these guys fucking hustled. These guys put in a lot of work. This wasn't like your Linkin Park, which are clearly a fucking record label plant. No, these guys actually did the fucking work. They played a lot of shows. They put out an EP that was very, very popular. It didn't get any major distribution, but it was very popular, and labels were coming after them. They did a lot of fucking good work there. It's like the Bouncing Souls. It's like a lot of people respect the Bouncing Souls because they did it. They did it beforehand.
So let's backtrack a little bit. So they put in a lot of work. Like yes, that cost money. Mm-hmm. Where did that money come from?
Not necessarily playing gigs.
Yeah, they didn't fucking work. They didn't work.
But you don't.
This time.
But you don't know.
And they
that.
drank heavily. I do know that.
Okay, but
work? They said it didn't work.
But I'm not.
They plastered New York City with flyers.
Once again,
flyers ain't fucking cheap.
You're the one bringing up the money. From? You're bringing up the money and the rich kids.
Because
stuff. I literally just said.
I know this is why. I
literally just said I had a lot more respect for the band after initially reading that these guys were all like rich kids and Julian's dad's like a famous
just two of them rich kids.
Fucking I mean, come on. There was more than two of them. I think everybody except
there was Albert Hammond Jr. and Julian. Those are the only two like rich kids. They were like rich fucking kids.
I know they were really rich. But the drummer too.
Kids.
The drummer, his dad is like a nuclear engineer. Like he's come on, you're making good money if you're a fucking nuclear engineer.
You're making good money, but you're not that. So like the type of rich Julian Casablancas came from, right? He met Albert Hammond because they went to the same boarding school in France. His dad like essentially like invented the concept of a supermodel. There are pictures of Julian Casablanca as a kid with Trump next to him. Like that's the people that he hung out with. His dad also like infamously had a lot of relations with girls that were under the age of 18, and that's where Barely Legal comes in later on. But these are rich kids. But they never acted like they were fucking rich kids. They bought beers for people. They had a good time. So I don't understand why you don't like the aesthetic of this band.
You're the one who brought it up.
The aesthetic of this band
you brought it up.
5 dudes.
You're the one that's criticizing it more than I am.
Hold on there, dude. The aesthetic of this band is...
You know it.
Hold on there, dude. The aesthetic of this band is just 5 dudes who like to get fucked up, who like to party, who like to buy beers for their bros, and like just play cool tunes.
And
they play their own music. They play their own instruments. They play rock music, which you like generic fucking rock music, as we know.
Okay.
And it sounds cool. It sounds fresh. It sounds unique.
Okay.
What about that don't you like?
I think the music is just overall pretty fucking boring. I think it's just...
That's wild
to me, I think the music lacks so much energy. I really, really do.
It's energy.
Maybe I can't explain why I feel that way.
You just don't get it. You just don't get it,
and that's fine. And that's fine. I said at the very beginning, and I said on the Rankings episode, I said, "Fuck, I dropped everything."
That's good. You deserve to drop everything. Hope it fell on your sock and you get fucking gangrene or some shit
from my knife. I dropped my knife.
Oh my god! How do you even knife for?
Well, it's my little pocket knife, but it wasn't open.
Like a fidget? Are you fidgeting with open knives?
Because you're pissing me off. No, I just keep opening it and closing it. So I want to get you.
I wish you were here so I could kill you.
Stick you. I'm gonna stick you.
I don't want to get stick.
But no, like I said at the beginning, like this is just not for me. This is I get it, and I don't really have an explanation as to why I don't really care for it, but. That's the way she goes. That's just the way she goes. It's not all right because you're having like a meltdown.
Well, because I
every
felt
step of the way.
In the years we're doing,
and you're putting words in my mouth.
It'd be cool, like if you've, and I've said this long too. Like if you should listen to this, you will never like it, but if you discover it on your own, you'll love it. Like fucking friend of the pod Sloan does. I thought maybe you progress a little bit. And like, oh, you know what? I kind of do like garage rock. Like maybe you listen to more Kinks so you can like fucking the Strokes and understand like where they came from, what they were trying to do.
Kinks are cool.
Kinks are not fucking cool. Like they're like fucking foundational. They're fucking amazing.
Yeah, I have no problem with the Kinks. I like the Kinks.
I don't know if you do, because if you listen to the Kinks, you would understand like where the Strokes.
I understand.
But that's all right.
No, I understand it. I just don't particularly like it. That's fine.
I don't.
That's
fine.
It's not fine. You don't have to like everything, Jeff. You don't have.
You
to
have to
everything.
like anything that I tell you that is good. That's what you have to do. That's the
All right,
problem here.
let's get back into this. Someday was also the video. I watched that the video today where I'm like, damn, dude, these guys seem like really chill dudes. They're just hanging out in a bar, jamming in a rehearsal studio, and they're just smoking, drinking beers, hanging out with Slash in a bar, and
That's all they do.
Yeah, man, they just seem like really kind of down to earth, cool dudes. Seem cool, and it's a great song. I really do like this song. I think it's just a really, really solid banger. I like it.
That's funny too, because like this is the most boring delivery on the whole record that Jillian does. Someday,
But damn, dude, I love the way the guitars play off of each other. Once again, this is like one of the best times the guitars play off of each other. I think this song is fantastic.
I think I'll be alright. So fucking good. You're crazy. You're a crazy boy today.
And okay, and let's get into some of the lyrics, because I don't like his lyrics. I can't.
Lyrics are fine.
I can't. Sometimes I cannot figure out what the fuck he's trying to talk about or trying to say.
Yeah, same.
I don't think he's just trying to be like super ambiguous and mysterious. I just don't think he's that great of a lyricist. Maybe he's better on other records.
I think he's putting all his emphasis on melody, and lyrics are just coming second, and he's just putting words in there. I think overall everything here is about just being like sad and pensive and I don't know, shit like that.
Yeah,
this one specifically,
a lot of depression, a lot of darkness, but
not like emo kind of depression and darkness. It's more like, I'm kind of bummed, right? Like, not that depressed.
Yeah. The check from my dad didn't clear this week, so I'm a little bummed.
I mean, I
can go out
whatever.
drinking. Just kidding.
I mean, these guys had a lot of hands. Like, these guys were fed with a silver spoon, for sure. There's no fucking doubt about that. They had a lot of help from NME, like fucking a shit ton of help from them. Rough Trade. Like, pretty much everybody was helping these guys to be the best. But it's not because, like, their dad was, Donald Trump or some shit. It's because, like, the music was fucking good. And in this era, if you don't like nu metal or like pop music, the fuck you gonna listen to?
Yeah, no, I know, I get it.
You know what I mean? Like, the fuck you gonna listen to?
These are the kids at the time, kids our age, who were just kind of they didn't like the heavy music, they didn't like the fast stuff, they didn't like the pop music, so they latched onto this. I mean, this is just kind of middle of the road, right down there in the middle, right in the fence. This is them.
But making that noise is dismissing like what they're trying to do. What they're trying to do is just bring music back. Like, even in nu metal, there's so much bullshit in nu metal. There's so much bullshit in pop. There's so much bullshit in butt rock that was going on here. This is just 5 guys in a band. They're bringing that aspect back, right? Guitar-driven music.
Which is cool.
That's classic rock. That's why Zeppelin fucking slays. That's why The Who rips.
Yeah.
Because of stuff like this. And there was really nothing else going on like this in the mainstay. And that's why they got pushed so hard. But, man, they just came out at the right fucking time.
They really did. Yeah. 2001, 2002.
They sold out their first European tour before their first record dropped. Just only on that fucking EP that they sent out. And then you got lucky, too, because their manager sent it like a guy that he knows out here who ran like some New York fucking thing or whatever. But that New York dude knew the guy from Rough Trade. And so he sent it over there. And the guy from Rough Trade was like, oh, this is pretty fucking good. Like, no one's doing this over here. I think we got something here. And then he sent it out to fucking everybody over in the UK. And then plastering things over like the posters and shit and flyers all over New York City. So their first several shows. Oh, and then also too, I read that their first like handful of shows, his dad, Julian Casablanca's dad, who runs the model agency, like planted a bunch of like supermodels in the crowd just so people that were going like, holy fuck, like there are smoking hot girls that go to see the Strokes. Like, that's just like everybody was helping them, but that doesn't diminish anything about their music. I think if none of that had happened, and just somehow like you and I stumbled upon this record 25 years later, I would still think like, holy fuck, how did nobody like this? This is amazing. I would still think the exact same. I'm just glad that everybody gets to enjoy it, except for you.
Except for me, yes. I just wish it was a little bit poppier. I wish there was a little bit more. I just poppier. I want a little bit more pop here. A little bit more pop.
Answer me this.
Or a little bit more aggression. A little bit more pop or a little bit more aggression.
No aggression. Not everything has to be
I'm
fucking
saying,
metal.
I know. I'm saying one or the other. I'm saying one or the other. I'm one or the other.
I'm gonna tell you right now. I'm gonna tell you why
You're gonna say probably something really stupid, but okay, continue the bad joke.
As you're listening to these songs, and fucking, I know you're probably gonna lie to me anyway, but as you listen to these songs, every song that hits, you're like, oh damn, that was a cool melody, or the chorus is like, oh, that was pretty fucking catchy. Now that when the song's done, yeah, maybe you forgot about it or whatever, but bull fucking shit. Every song, the count maybe 3 of the songs don't have a good, strong, catchy melody, but every other song in here has a strong melody at some point in the song. And again, maybe when it was over, you forgot about it or whatever, but in the midst of it, strong melody. And that's hard to do with anybody in music, especially in this era where everything's so pop driven. These guys are still writing pop music, but it's just masked in like garage rock.
Yeah, it is. It is.
But the melodies are still there. This is like the fucking, if the Kinks are just cooler, and the Kinks are still cool, but not in 2001.
Yeah. Okay.
Fucking hell.
So let's move on from Someday. Let's get into Last Night. That's my 1B. What does this one sit for you?
It's my 2B.
There we go.
No, sorry, it's my 3B. Soma's my 2B. Last Night's my 3B.
Oh, okay. So Last Night, just pretty basic, doom, 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 just downstroke guitars. The second guitar comes in, and then it branches off. Once the verse hits, it branches off a little bit. Just everybody's doing their kind of own thing, and I mean this song is really, really nostalgic for me. Very, very nostalgic because it was everywhere. Like,
it's not just
friends
nostalgic
I knew
for you.
For everybody. Everybody I knew liked this. Either they liked the song or they liked this record. So I mean, this song was playing all the time. It was all over MTV. It was not on VH1, I don't think, but mostly MTV.
It was everywhere.
It was. Yeah.
This might be the indie rock song of the 2000s.
Yeah, probably.
This and maybe like Seven Nation Army. Like those two are like the indie rock songs of the 2000s.
And only because Seven Nation Army has gone on to do way more than just what it did at the time. Like it's become like this anthem thing at sporting events
took a hold of it. But like that's not even Jack White's fucking riff. That's just an old blues riff that he just repurposed. And that's what Jack White does, and that's fine. That's why he's fucking great.
Yeah.
But dude, Last Night, come on. Like when he comes in, it's not like was he fucking Louis Armstrong over here? That's wild. Silly. That's crazy.
Yeah.
Fucking hell. And like that's perfect build, right? And you talk about like there's no dynamics, it's a flat fucking record. What are you joking me? What are you joking my ass over here? How many ass are you gonna joke today? At least one, because you're joking mine right now. That like ding 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 ding, and then they drop, and all of a sudden like everyone's just going crazy. Everyone's just squirrely. Then we get to the soul. Like what the fuck are you guys even doing?
Killer
here?
solo.
Like none of you guys are really that great at your instruments, but fucking hell, it sounds like you're having a good time.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Except to you.
I just told you I like this song.
Crazy fun bass play. Clean chords that like weave in and out of the groove as it pleases, right? It's not just like on the backbeat. It's not just like in the upstrokes. It's just like, I'm going to do what the fuck I want. And they're clean. Like everything's always fucking clean. With a little bit of fuzz to it. A little bit of grit to it.
Which I like
it's
that
like
too.
Julian doing his best, man.
I love the guitar tones. I love the guitar tones on this record. I think they all sound great. Though I forgot the other guitar. Albert Hammond is the guy who plays the Strat. And then
Nikolaj.
No. Nikolaj is the
bass player.
Nikolai.
Nick.
Isn't Nick.
The only one with the fucking normal name. Forget.
Yeah, Nick. He plays that giant ass fucking Epiphone, the like an ES 335 with fucking Gibson pickups in it, P90 pickups or P94 pickups. So it has this like nasty crunch to it. I think tone wise, I think this record is fantastic. The tone that they got with every instrument, the guitars, bass, drums, fantastic. Once again, I don't like the vocals. I don't like that vocal effect. I've always hated that vocal effect. I always forget what it's called, but I hate it. I don't like it. And it's all over this fucking record. It's on most of this record. Don't like it.
That's the aesthetic. It's good.
It's it is. But
it's fucking good, dude. It's so good.
But
this song is
it's a good song.
This song is a beyond. This song is a beyond banger. It truly is. This song like helped define the 2000s.
Mm-hmm.
I'm just saying.
A lot of parodies. I mean, the Sum 41. Remember they did a parody of Last Night, and there's another video. I think it was The Modern Age. The parody of Still Waiting, or they did the song Still Waiting, but it was a parody of those two videos, Strokes videos. So I mean, It's huge, fucking huge. Will Sasso
Like-
was in that video, the Sum 41 video.
Even though like the 2000s was a weird time for music because there's so many things were happening, so many things were developing. Like just it was a progressive time. There's a lot of things were going down. But Courtney Love told Julian Casablancas that like this record, and she like whispered to him, and that's how the lore goes. She whispered in his ear like, "This is your Bleach. Let's see what you do to make your Nevermind."
Oh.
I was like, "Bitch, get
Shut
fucked!"
the
Like
fuck
this.
up.
This is better for them than Bleach was for Nirvana. Like
Yes,
this
correct.
is their Nevermind. Like this is their fucking, this is their statement. Like this helped define the 2000s the way Nevermind helped define the 90s. Like that's how big this was. And I'm not because I love it. I'm not like overstating. This fucking helped define the 2000s.
It did.
Even
it
though
did a lot, yeah.
Even though we hate a lot of this new indie shit that is coming out today, like even today, like some of it's so fucking bad.
yeah.
It's because of this. And it's popular. People
I
like
agree.
it. I don't like it. You don't like it. But like people like it. And it's because of this.
Yes. Yeah, absolutely. But, you know, as we see music, it's more derivative as you start to, you know, take from bands who took from other bands. It becomes more and more derivative unless you start putting in your own, like, you know, random weird influences and mixing
Why
it
do
up
you
a
hate
little
this? That's what this is. This is derivative, but it's
bit.
fucking fresh.
I mean, I don't, it's fine. Yeah, okay, that's fine. It's fresh. Cool. That's totally fine. Not my thing. Just not my thing.
Like somebody handing you like a fucking delicious pizza that's fresh, like all natural ingredients, it's cheap, everything you like. I'm like, it's all right. Well, why? I don't know. I just don't like this.
Yeah, it's like Pizza Hut.
Like,
yeah,
tight, dude.
like Pizza Hut. It's like, yeah, it's pizza. It's good.
No,
but
that's literally not what I said at all. No fresh ingredients at Pizza Hut. And you like Pizza Hut.
No, I
I
don't.
saw in
I
your fucking
don't.
trash cans.
because Tammy eats pizza. I don't eat that shit.
I saw in your
Pizza Hut-
fucking trash
Pizza Hut
cans.
is like the worst fucking pizza. It's
Even
like,
though
it's one of the
your
worst.
trash cans were full of Pizza Hut when I went to your house last.
Well, I mean, I could say it again. Tammy got Pizza Hut, but not me
But how do we know that? All we know is that Pizza Hut was in your trash can.
because I don't like Pizza Hut. Anyway,
Okay,
who
well,
cares?
your trash
Who-
cans say
okay,
otherwise.
Who cares?
Why do you always gotta lie here? I don't know why you gotta lie. You don't gotta lie to me. Don't ever lie to your dad. I tell you that over and over and over. Don't lie to your dad. Don't do
All
it.
right, lyrically, what do you have on last night? Anything good?
I think it's just his whiny girlfriend trauma dumping and being a naggy, beezy.
See, I thought that too, but then I thought, because a lot of people were saying too that it's from her perspective, but I don't think it is. I think it's from his
Nah.
perspective. It's about his depression, and he won't open up and tell her what's going on, and then, you know, and then he just talks about how people don't understand how he feels. I feel like it's more from his perspective rather than hers, but you know, whatever.
I do feel for them because, like, yeah, he came for money. Yeah, they had like everything handed to them. They did work for it, but there's also like high expectations there, right? Like any rich person, you always hear the stories like, "Hey, I'll let you. Yeah, I'll loan your band $50,000. I want it back."
With interest,
And like that's just, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like there's I don't know. There's definitely pressure from these guys. And like I said, they sold out their fucking European tour before their record even dropped. That's wild.
yeah,
That is crazy. And they had all their songs already done before their record was even out. And so when they got signed to RCA out here, you know, and much what happens when you sign with a big label, they're like, "Oh yeah, don't worry about it. Let me introduce you to Rick Rubin. Let me introduce you to anybody else that's going to come in and do the record for you." And they're like, "Nah, we want this guy that did our EP. Well, EP sounded like shit. Well, yeah, but we still want him." And then this guy takes all of it, right? Because this guy's stuck in between the band wanting to do what they want to do, and then RCA coming down like, "This sounds like shit. Turn the fucking bass up. Why is Julian not doing this?" And so he's like, "No, fuck off. Like, this is what they want. This is what we're doing." So dude, so much respect for the recording process for all these guys. And these guys are 21, dude. Like,
yeah, there you go.
20 years old when they're entering the studio. They're drunk all the fucking time. All they want to do is just go and fucking be players, right? They just want to go fucking drink and screw and hang out and have a good time. And they buckle down to get the recording studio, and like it's fucking good.
Yeah, it is. Well, one thing, and this is one of those cool bands where they've never had a lineup change. It's been the same guys since the beginning. Were they formed
They're homies.
99, right? I think it's when they started, 99.
They started playing in 98, and they said to each other, like, "We want to practice for a year before we play any shows." And that only lasted like 10 months. because they were like, oh, like we're pretty damn good. We should play a show. And then it was a disaster and they sucked and everybody fucking hated them. Because much like we know, you can practice a speech in the mirror 1,000 times, but in front of like 150 people, that's a whole different ball game, right?
Very, very different.
So they play a live show and it kind of sucked. But like the energy, like, and you say like, they don't have any energy. And like, yeah, maybe they don't like jump around like they're fucking David Lee Roth or anything. But they interact with the crowd. They talk. They move. They do things. They smile. They laugh. They point at people. They have a good time.
Yeah, I'm sure they do. I've never seen him. Have you ever seen him?
No, I've never seen the Strokes.
Yeah, same here. Never seen him in passing. Because we used to go to a lot of festivals too, but I never went to.
Yeah,
like,
they were already
even a
way too
K-Rock
big for the
one.
festivals we gone to.
But even like the K-Rock
this
ones, you
point-
think they would have played some of the ones that we went to, but they never did. So
They probably played like early Weenie Roasts, like maybe like 02-ish.
Yeah.
Like, but this blew up so fast.
yeah, it did.
Like so fast.
Fuck. What was I just gonna say about the recording? Don't remember. Damn it, I don't remember.
Probably that you like it a lot and it was fun and it was cool and you enjoyed this band and you were completely wrong for your entire fucking life and now you're actually having fun for once. Is that what you're gonna say?
That's exactly what I was gonna say. Yes. All right. Did we go with last night? Go with this one.
Yeah.
All right. So what's your 3B? Oh no, your
well,
2B was Soma. Soma. Let's get into Soma. Your 2B, your second banger on here. What do you got?
yeah.
Go.
Let's get into why you don't like
This is not a banger for me, but it's okay.
That's crazy. That you like 1251,
Mm-hmm.
but you don't like this
Correct. Yes,
Okay.
that's a correct statement.
because Julian sings in those note match fucking patterns, same as he does in
Once again,
1251.
Actually, it's not that I don't like it. It's just not a banger for me. I think 1251's a banger, but this one's not a banger. But it's still a
Okay,
good song.
gotcha.
It's fine. It's good.
Dee-dee-dee-dee. All right, this song is fucking wild. Julian goes from this kind of like poetry thing, right? The thing that you think is boring and stupid, but it's just like him kind of just like reading something. He's reading poetry. He's reading poetry to a beat.
Telling the
And
story.
then he goes to this frantic singing, this
Mhm.
kind of like weird crooning in the chorus. So like in the verses again, which I mentioned earlier, in the verses is very like major and easy, but in the chorus it's like a minor progression, right?
Yeah.
So it's sadder, a little more melancholy, and then we get back into the verse again, which is normal major key. But that's where it gets good. It's like that crooning that he does, and he's not. Yeah, you're right. He's not like great at it. He's not the best singer of all time, but he's still really fucking good. And the last like 20 or 30 seconds of this just gets absolutely wild.
Yeah,
it's
a great
basically just
build.
Julian and Fabrizio, the drummer, going absolutely wild.
Yeah, no, it's a great build up the way the song goes, and it matches the lyrics pretty well. So lyrically, at least from what I gather and from what I was interpreting, it's about peer pressure, taking drugs, probably heroin, maybe cocaine. I don't know. You know how the pressures of life just start kind of weighing down on him or on the individual. They're reluctant to start using, but then the peer pressure, the depression, the pressure of everything in life gets too much. He does it. When he finally does it the one time, he does too much. Boom, he dies. Because the way the song cuts off at the end is very much like final. Like that's it. So there's this like nice build up to like getting more and more frantic and getting louder and more chaotic until he finally does it, and then boom, dead, gone, bye bye, see ya. So that's what I got.
That's true. He does. He goes like bum bum bum. And it's done.
That's it. Yeah. And
Yeah,
then soma, the word soma, from what I read, it's essentially like an opiate that was used way back, like back in the 20s. Yeah.
Would you like books?
Aldous Huxley, right? It was Aldous Huxley. I think it was.
Brave New World was the book. I don't give a fuck about.
Yeah.
What I care less about books are who wrote the book. Okay.
Okay.
So come on.
Okay.
But yeah, this is such a banger of a song. It's so good.
Yeah, it's cool.
It's just, and like talking about like range too, right? Like Julian doesn't have like range in the sense that like, I don't know, Freddie Mercury had range. Julian has style. He has grit. He has oomph. He's got chutzpah. He's got something different. He's got something else there. You don't need range when you got charisma.
Yeah. Charisma. Yeah. No. Okay. Charisma. Okay. That's.
These guys were charismatic,
They were,
dude. Just
yeah,
five
they were.
like objectively good-looking dudes who dressed appropriately for the time, who kind of like started a whole new, thrifting fashion sense,
Yeah.
and who just didn't give a fuck about like anything.
TPK kids, but not the emo TPKs. Tight Pants Kids.
Yeah, like good TPKs. Like sometimes you're a little like Mike in high school. That was like those TPKs. That was too aggressive.
Yeah. TPKs mean Tight Pants Kids. Just people who don't know. But yeah, the emo
jeans
TPK
can be too tight.
Yeah.
Jeans can be too tight. But yeah, Soma's my 2B. I fucking love this song.
There you go.
Okay, we can move on to something else.
I think it's a cool song. It's a cool song, dude. I told you how I felt about it. So your 3B was Last Night, which is it's fine. My 3B, Hard to Explain.
Hard to explain.
So let's get into it. This is another single.
God.
Electronic beat.
What a good song.
Just electronic, and then the
classic strokes, baby.
They love the downstrokes.
Strokes.
They love the downstrokes.
It's funny too because the opener, the title track isn't like that, and there's 2 songs on the record that are not like the Strokes whatsoever on this record. That's the opening track, and then New York City Cops, which is like their punk song. But this is Strokes. Strokes. THROKE. Yes, that's why I said Strokes. What's cool with this song is a different kind of Strokes indie rock song, right? This one definitely has the roots in like the post-punk realm, rather than like a clear classic rock influence. A lot of these songs are inspired by classic rock with a little bit of like the garage rock. I hear a lot of post-punk here. It's very lo-fi and like everything that it wants to do. And that fucking chorus, dude. This fucking chorus is my favorite part of the record. Like it's
a great chorus.
Absolutely my favorite.
Yeah.
And that's why it's my number 4 and not lower. Because if it wasn't for the hard hitting chorus, it would be lower. But that chorus is unreal.
Yeah. I can't even I've almost tried to sing how he sang it, but the way that him and the guitars kind of like harmonize with each other almost is fantastic.
It's all the build up too, right?
Yeah.
The, I don't see you my way. Yeah. You're like, okay, what's the chorus gonna sound like? And also it's like,
yeah, it's fucking great. That part it's so goddamn catchy. And also, I mean, this song, the nostalgia hits with this one too. This one, I remember hearing this song a lot back when we were in high school, like sophomore year-ish, junior year-ish. Yeah, this song was also everywhere too. Not as much as Last Night and Someday, but damn, dude, this song was. This is a song that they always used to play at the end of like every MTV TV show. Do you remember like when you watch MTV, the credits would roll, but while the credits were rolling on one side of the screen, on the other side of the screen, it would show a music video.
Yeah.
And this is if I'm remembering correctly, it was the video for this that used to play at the end of all the MTV TV shows while the credits were rolling for like 20, 30 seconds. And then it would go to a commercial break. That's how it was.
That makes sense.
Yeah, that's how it was.
This is good theme music for a TV show.
But it wasn't even, it was just a music video while the credits are playing. It wasn't even for a TV show. That's just what MTV used to do at the time. But anyway, 0-2. Hard to Explain. Good song. Lyrics. It sounds like to me from what I was reading, he's like falling for this Southern girl, but their values just aren't quite compatible. They're not. They just have different values, different upbringings, and they're just not right for each other. They fight a lot, but he's still kind of infatuated with her. And that's really what I got here. So
this was tough because some of this stuff just doesn't make any fucking sense. I thought maybe at some point he thinks he's not like normal people. He's not like a normal front man. Like he's in the second verse. We share some ideas. We're all obsessed with fame. They say we're the same, but then I don't see it that way, and thinks he's different. I don't fucking know. Again, I don't. None of these lyrics, I honestly didn't give a shit about any of them.
I thought they were just
not one song.
Just okay. It's okay lyrics.
Yeah, that's okay.
Yeah, no, it's fine.
That's fine.
Not every singer has to have
make them
great
bad.
lyrics.
Doesn't make them good. They're just
these have a lot to offer. Then yeah, should mean something.
Which should have been an indication to you, like, these lyrics aren't very good. Maybe I should focus on what people like about this band.
I did focus on that. I did.
I don't think you did.
I did.
I don't think you
the
did.
lyrics were the last thing I did. The last thing I did. Because I was trying to figure out why people like this band so much.
How the fuck do you not like? Even if you hate this band, how do you not know why people like this band?
No, I know. I'm kind of fucking around there.
You know,
I get why people like this band. I totally understand why.
For sure.
They're also like a very gateway band. They're a gateway band into other more underground indie rock, even more punk rock. They're just like a perfect starter band. If you're 11, 12 years old, you're just getting into music. and you see this on MTV at the time, fuck, man, come on.
If you're an 11 or 12-year-old girl, yeah, I can see why you like the Strokes. Like, what was the?
What is that? I didn't even say girl. What are you talking about?
You said 11 or 12. Like
I said 11 or 12. Like any kid, whether it's a boy or a girl.
I don't know.
A boy.
Could have been 15.
There's no
could have
gender.
been 8.
There's
could
no
have been
gender.
35.
No, because I think by the time you hit like 15, 16, you already pretty much like a certain kind of music, especially rock music.
Is that coming from experience?
Yes, yeah, personal experience, but also seeing it around me. Seeing it around me, this is a gateway band. Absolutely a gateway band. Not that it's a bad thing. It's a cool thing. It means that they
a gateway band into liking Arctic Monkeys,
into liking shit music. Yeah, Modest Mouse, Franz Ferdinand.
Fucking hell, you're crazy.
I'm kidding.
You're crazy for that one, Rick.
I'm kidding. Modest Mouse have some good records. They really, really do. Arctic Monkeys, not so much.
That's wild. Okay, What did you give?
No, I didn't give the Arctic Monkeys really that bad. They're cool. They're actually a really cool band. When I was teasing Skip about it in our group chat, I was just more to piss him off. But
that first record is damn near perfect.
It's good. It's a cool record.
Perfect.
It's a cool record. But anyway, Strokes.
All right.
Hard to explain. Do we have anything else on this one?
No, that's it.
Okay. What other bangers you got?
I'm just Take It or Leave It, my 5B.
Okay.
That's a closer.
Do you want to get into that?
Yeah.
Right.
I think it's an absolute fucking banger of a closer. It's got everything you want from the Strokes. It's got everything they just accomplished on this record.
Mm-hmm.
And like above all else, it's got an incredible melody in parts that are catchy and memorable. And like what I said earlier too, when you think now you have no idea what the song sounds like, but if you play it and you hear the chorus, you're like, oh shit, I do remember that. That was good. And as it's playing, you're like, oh, I can get into this. But once it's over, you forget about it. But not a lot of songs can even do that. The chorus isn't like anything else on this record. It's heavy and just scales down while Julian just goes wild.
Mm-hmm.
Lead guitar really digs in with that riff, never lets up. And this is the kind of shit that I think like the Arctic Monkeys will perfect on their first record. But god damn, this is still fucking good. Incredible song.
It's a cool song, yeah. He does get more aggressive in the chorus for sure. The distortion on his vocals, whatever. Maybe it is actual distortion because he's yelling so loud into the microphone. I don't know, or if it's some effect. I don't fucking know. But yeah, no, it definitely the frustration breaks through vocally, especially when you read what the lyrics are about. It's his frustration about the opposite sex while also being frustrated with himself for being a guy. Because he's just equally to blame as the girl that he's frustrated about, and it's just that's really what it is, and you hear it in his vocals throughout this entire song. Musically, I mean, it's cool. It's kind of a lot of the same. The it's just very kind of like, okay, guys, you did this on the first 10 songs. We get it. We know how we know what you do already. Whatever. I musically, it's fine.
We do like bands that do that, right?
We do but
like
it's
bands
just
that
like,
are formulaic. So I'm
no,
not going
I
to mention
agree.
this band because I'm just going to get yelled at for it. But
we do
like bands that are formulaic as fuck.
But this is just like the way that they kind of play the guitar is like, it's very just kind of like, I don't want to say staccato, but just very kind of robotic and but it's just like, it's just very, I don't even know how to explain that style.
That's fine though. Like, but you agree that there are bands that we could name.
I know what you're doing right now.
I'm not going to say them, but you understand that we do like bands that are formulaic.
Yeah, oh, absolutely.
Right?
Everybody loves bands that are formulaic. Yeah,
for sure.
I get it.
You stick to a formula, it works. It makes you money.
But this is just kind of a boring formula.
Gotcha.
Yeah, that's the way it is. Most bands are formulaic. Most bands are formulaic.
That's
look at Bad Religion.
Those are fucking words that came out of your mouth.
Bad Religion are formulaic. Guttermouth formulaic. We fucking love Guttermouth, but they're formulaic. But goddamn, are they fun? They're fucking fun. But Strokes, come on, zero fun.
I'm literally still missing the part. Literally, still missing the part where the Strokes aren't fun, are boring. I just don't.
Mundane. I don't think their music is fun music. And again, Julian, I just think his vocals are just really fucking just boring. I guess once again, it comes down to whatever vocal effect he has that just makes me really dislike his vocals. I think he's just a very uninteresting vocalist. I don't get it. I don't get his vocals at all. It's not for me, man. Okay. It's not for me. So take it or leave it. You love this song. That's okay too.
I think this is a phenomenal closer.
All right. So let's get into a couple other songs and then wrap it up, or what do you want to do?
Yeah, take it or leave it. I guess the only other song that I really do want to talk about, is Barely Legal. No, and The Modern Age.
Okay. Which one do you want to do first?
Yeah. Actually, just The Modern Age.
Okay. I mean, Barely Legal is
otherwise,
interesting to talk about, though, because of his dad.
Yeah, otherwise, I was just going to say, otherwise I'm just talking about his dad and his upbringing, and then also the same tone that you hate. But Modern Age is cool. It's cool. Barely is my 8B, Modern Age is my 6B.
Okay, let's get into Modern Age.
So there it is. Modern Age. So this is very, very clearly Velvet Underground inspired.
Mm-hmm.
It's easy peasy to get into. This is their sound, the build, the layering, the vocal effect that you hate, his Lou Reed delivery, the grittiness and the clean tones. This is the Strokes. And it's the second track because is this it? This is it. I don't think that's indicative of what the Strokes sound like. And I love it as their opener because it kind of like it throws you for a loop a little bit because that's still a fucking banger of a song. That's by 7B. But it's not the Strokes. And then we get into the Modern Age and like, yes, okay, here we go. Besides Last Night, this is the Strokes. And we get a proper guitar solo right off the bat, right? Bring guitar solos back because a lot of times we don't get fucking guitar
Especially
solos
with
in the
new
2000s.
New metal, nobody in new metal was doing guitar solos. Because Korn didn't do guitar solos, nobody did guitar solos.
That's true.
I mean, it's 100% true.
Yeah.
Like, everybody wanted to be
true.
Korn within that genre. Everybody did. And nobody did guitar solos because Korn didn't.
Like, the only other band that was as big as Korn, if not bigger, is Limp Bizkit. But by the time they got that big, like, new metal had already run its course, essentially.
Yeah.
Like, it was already pretty much over, right?
Yeah, 1999, 2000, when Significant Other came out, which it wasn't even their biggest record. But by the time that came out, new metal had definitely run its course. Everything was so derivative of its time.
Yeah,
it was
because Chocolate Starfish isn't like a new metal record; it's like a fucking pop record.
Essentially, yeah.
And so, like when Significant Other hit, that was like the end of new metal, and dude, Significant Other kind of killed like Korn's career too, because that first Korn record, that is like the definitive.
Because
metal. Like you thought, that's
Significant
that's
Other
what
came
new
out,
metal is.
Issues came out that same year as well, and Issues was the last like big Korn record. It really was, because they didn't put out a record again for 3 years until 2002. And Issues was their last big record because that was really the end of new metal. I mean, Issues coming out.
Even they fucking hated
Issues coming out, Significant Other coming out in the same year. How can you top that? Like, honestly, with new metal, how can you fucking top that?
You top it with pop music. So that's why Chocolate Starfish.
And that's why Linkin Park came out in 2001 as well. Pop record. I mean, it's new metal, but it's a pop record essentially.
Yeah, really. Yeah, pop records came out, and like again, even hard music was infiltrated by pop music. So, like, here we go with this, right? Like it's just wild. We're getting proper guitar solos. He's no Van Halen out here, but like his delivery, his tone, his really attitude. Dude, his attitude in this guitar solo screams classic rock.
I think he's a cool guitar player.
He's a cool guitar player.
He's a cool lead guitar player because Last Night has a cool little solo. I think the solo on The Modern Age is very, very cool too. It's a little bit more squirrely than you'd expect from an indie band like this. Indie guitar players don't play like this. They'll play more like lead lines, more like, I can't even think of who to compare them to, but more like lead,
like the White Stripes.
Yeah,
like
more lead
we'll
stuff rather than
that's what we do.
Than actual guitar solos. Like, let's take a break for 8 bars and let's have you rip up a solo. Like, most indie bands weren't doing that. So,
none of them were doing it, and especially in 2001, they were not doing it. Like Joy Division was not doing this kind of shit in 2001, if ever.
Joy Division.
I like how they go from that frantic like Velvet Underground style back into their own signature style because they took a lot from the Velvet Underground.
They did a lot,
and Julian for sure took a lot from like Lou Reed and the way he said things.
They all talked about too, like some of their biggest influences were Velvet Underground, The Doors, Kinks. Bands we already mentioned, but I mean the big two, The Doors and fucking Velvet Underground, those are the biggest fucking influences, and you heard it all over. I mean, just listen to the way that Julian sings. He tries to sing a lot like
Lou Reed.
No, not Lou Reed.
Jim Morrison?
Jim Morrison, yeah. There's a lot of moments. There's a lot of moments where he tries to sing like Jim Morrison. I hear the Lou Reed too, but Lou Reed's just obnoxious.
Oh,
Yeah, I mean, he's just straight up obnoxious. I don't really like Jim Morrison that much either, but you got to respect Jim Morrison. You got to respect Jim Morrison.
Dude, the Doors' first record is like
it's good. It's a great fucking
psych
record.
rock record.
It's a great fucking
the
record.
Psych rock record.
It's fantastic. Great. Yeah, I agree.
What do you like?
I just said it's a great record. I literally just said it.
I don't know what you like.
Anyway, 0-2. Yeah, and like you said, this song "Modern Age" was on their EP, first EP, the Modern Age EP. So that's cool too.
Very cool.
I have no idea what this song's about lyrically. This is like I was completely stumped.
Yeah, no idea.
On this song with the lyrics. So, got nothing here.
I have nothing. there are like 3 songs I just on my notes I just wrote question mark question mark. Because it was like I could decipher it. I could read like The Genius. I could like get on a Reddit thread and like, no, dude. Nah, I don't care that much to read that much into the lyrics because I don't think there's anything here.
Yeah, nothing. All right, so what was... let's just touch upon Barely Legal.
Barely Legal. So this song supposedly written about Julian's dad, John Casablanca, Blackus, whatever. I don't know the fucking last name. But the song is about a girl who just turned 18, and he's obsessed with her. Julian's just obsessed with her, and just talks about that infatuation. But then some people have said, well, this is kind of like him throwing shade at his dad because apparently him and his dad have had an on and off relationship throughout the years. And I guess his dad, had an affair with some model. She was 16. He was 41 16.
years old, which is wild. But yeah, I don't know. That's
I always think like it was admitted too. Like he has admittedly had numerous relationships with girls that are under 18, which is crazy because like why the fuck is this guy not thrown through the mud like everybody else? But in my mind, where I think. I always just think like if this guy is admitted to something, there's like 15 more incidences that he thinks no one's ever going to find out. Yeah, I think that's human nature. Whenever we get caught in one lie, there's probably like 5, 10, 15 more lies that we have not been caught in, and we'll never tell anybody.
Yeah, I would tend to agree with you on that. Yeah,
like a lot of stuff we did, we never got caught for, right? Fucking fire extinguisher incident. Yes. San Francisco, like stuff that we did that we never got, stuff that we did get caught for, the dries bomb, like that's public knowledge. We got caught for that.
Yeah, we got the train.
15
incident,
other things we never
the train
got caught.
stuff we never
Dude,
got.
The train. Oh my god,
we did multiple train stuff.
Yeah. Never got caught for that stuff, right? So just based off of just that, I think this guy was a rapist. He was a rapist.
Oh yeah, 100%. Yeah,
and like a worse even rapist because he groomed. Just to rape, and that's
he had his own
dad.
Modeling agency, and probably had this modeling agency just to sleep with young girls. That's exactly what this is.
There's pictures of Donald Trump and a young Julian Casablancas.
I'm going to post it on our socials. I'm going to find that picture and post it.
Wild.
Everybody's favorite indie singer. Everybody's favorite singer. With everybody's favorite president. That's what I'll put.
You could just put everybody's favorite indie singer, and everybody will just assume like, when did Donald Trump make a record? Like that's what the assumption will be. But this is still a damn fucking fine song. It's still super super solid. It starts off indie rock as fuck. That intro guitar riff never gets played again throughout the entire song, which I absolutely love. I love when a guitarist can like throw out a cool riff in the beginning and then never play it again. Right, keep my attention. I love it. That's good.
Yeah, it's cool. Cool stuff.
That's all I got. I don't know.
I mean, we talked about almost everything. We didn't talk about the first song. Is This It? We didn't talk about Alone Together.
Talk about the cover.
Yeah. Well, yeah, the cover. Yeah. So
cover art.
So the cover art was originally it was banned, so they had to redo it. But the original cover art was the photographer's girlfriend. I believe it was his girlfriend. It was her butt, the top of her butt. But like from
the whole butt.
Not even the whole butt, just the side of her butt.
A third of a butt.
And a gloved hand touching the top of her butt. And that's it. Like it's really not that controversial. I don't know why it got so much, heat and so much kickback, but it did. And then they had to, do a new album art. And I honestly like the second one better. I think it's way cooler. The bright colors, the yellow and the green and the blue.
Stupid.
think it's better than the original. The original is just like, oh, this is just silly artsy.
I didn't know the original was a butt until I bought the record on vinyl.
Oh, so the vinyl is that?
Well, the vinyl's both. So like the vinyl came out originally before the CD came out in 2001.
We have an OG?
The vinyl dropped. No.
Oh.
But like when I bought my new vinyl, I was like, wait, because I saw it and I was like, oh, wasn't there a different cover? And then I was researching on Discogs like why the covers are different, and then I read why, and I was like, that's a butt. And then I looked at it and like, oh, that is a butt. I had never known it was a butt until recently, until the past several years. But it's cool. I don't know.
It actually reminds me of like the original cover reminds me of like American Horror Story. Like a lot of the artwork for American Horror Story, that's what it reminds me of. Like you just slap
the heavy shiny lace.
Yeah, and you just slap the logo on it, and you're like, oh yeah, this is a promo for the show.
Oh, for sure it is. Yeah, you're right. 100% is
exactly
American Horror Story.
But
look at you.
But honestly, I like the second one better with the yellow and the turquoise. I guess it's turquoise, but I don't know. I think it's cool.
I don't know what the fuck it is. It's some type of like atomic. I don't know, goofy. Subatomic fucking thing. I don't know what the fuck it is.
You said atomic a lot there, but
because that's all the big word I know that it's supposed to be. It's supposed to be something.
Well, of course, it's supposed to be something.
It's supposed to be something important, something big, something recognizable. But it's just.
But you just don't care.
I don't care enough.
You just don't care.
It's hard to explain.
But I'm sure most people listening to this know the fucking cover art. I mean, it was everywhere. It was fucking.
It was a huge fucking record.
Yeah, it was massive.
Of course.
Even when I was working at Tower Records in 2006, fucking people were buying the Strokes record so goddamn much. Like I remember selling the CD so much in 2006. This record was still selling a lot.
Yeah.
But I mean, indie music was still really alive in 06. I mean, there was
it's still really alive.
It is. But I mean, I feel like it hasn't had its heyday since the early mid 2000s. It hasn't
had its heyday since 2001. No, sorry. After the Arctic Monkeys dropped their first record, it hasn't had their heyday.
Remember that band She Wants Revenge?
Yeah.
Dude, I hated that band. I hated that record.
What was your big song?
She will tear you apart.
I will fucking tear you apart.
Yeah, that's what it is. Yeah, I hated that song. And we sold so many of that CD too.
Oh. I will fucking tear you. Remember they blurred out the fucking part. I will fucking tear you apart. Oh yeah, and the cover was like a girl in her underwear holding the knife behind her back.
Yeah. So yeah, it was that. Yeah, it was. Yeah.
That shit sucked.
God damn, we sold so many. When I worked there, we sold more CDs of that, Justin Timberlake, and Gnarls Barkley. Those were like, I sold more of those CDs than anything else at Tower Records.
I mean, Gnarls Barkley was fucking good.
No, it's a great record. So was the Justin Timberlake.
Yeah. So it's GT.
Yeah. Fantastic. Anyway,
that'll get you fired.
Do we have anything else on this record?
I think that's it.
All right.
Is this it?
Is this it? Yeah. There's no question mark. That's another thing about this record I don't like. There's no question mark.
The last night thing that's spelled NITE, that doesn't bother you, but is this it bothers you?
Yeah, there should be a question mark after, at the end of
it. Is this it a banger for you?
No, it's not. I only had 3 bangers.
That was good.
I kept that. I didn't say anything until you said something.
I know, you did it. Yeah. You sure didn't. There, didn't you? Yeah, that's right. You kept asking me, what's your 4B? What's my 5B?
I never went to my B's.
That's funny. You only had 3 bangers.
The singles.
Wow.
Yeah. And honestly, I only like the singles because, I mean, there's just nostalgia. Or I listed them as bangers, I'm sorry. I listed them as bangers because of the nostalgia. Yeah.
Wow.
That's the way she goes.
Okay. Okay. All right.
That's the way she goes. So let's wrap it up. Give our final thoughts on this record. Rate the record based off of our world-famous 3-point rating system, where 3 is a perfect album, 2 is a good album you're going to continue to listen to, 1 is a bad album to give it a shot, and 0 is the worst thing you've ever heard. Go.
Yeah, dude. This
is this it?
This was big. This was fucking big. Like, this was monumental big. This was huge. This truly was a game changer. And you read all these like publications from like Pitchfork and Rolling Stones, and everybody was like, "Oh, the Strokes, this is a fucking huge thing," and like rightfully so. Like we were kind of in a rut of music in the late '90s, early 2000s. If you didn't like hip hop and you didn't like pop, like you didn't have anything else.
Mm-hmm.
Obviously, there's other music out there, but like the music that was being pushed by labels was not this, because
not at all.
this wasn't here yet. Like bands that were doing the garage rock revival thing were before the Strokes, but this was huge. This had money behind it. This had like fucking oomph behind it. These guys toured. They were cool. Everybody liked them. The girls wanted to be with them. The guys wanted to be them. Like they were just cool dudes. They looked cool. They played cool. They talked cool. They were humble. Like everything about this was absolutely perfect. And if we didn't know that these guys were just friends from New York beforehand, this screams planned.
Yeah.
It fucking screams planned in every way, shape, or form. But for many, many decades, not just years, but like decades, they've all said that, yes, my dad's fucking rich. He helped us. All those flyers that we posted, all those thousands, those tens of thousands of flyers that we posted were paid for by my dad. Yes. And like, that's cool. That's fine. I don't give a fuck how you get big. As long as your music rips, I don't really give a shit. But this was big, man. This still is big. This is even like Brandon Flowers from The Killers. He was like, dude, when I first heard that first Strokes record come out, like we went, because they were already a band at that point, The Killers, in some capacity. But he's like, yeah, I throw out every single one of my songs except for, I think all the things that she's done was the only song that I kept because I knew I had to get better. Because this was already like the best, and like I love the fucking Killers.
Much, so.
Dude, Hot Fuss is so fucking
Hot
good.
Fuss is
man.
good.
It's such a killer
good record. But remember we tried to do the Killers like 2 years ago, and after we listened to Hot Fuss, we're like, there's no way we can listen to all these records. Like I remember I got 4 deep, maybe 3 deep, and I just man, dude,
it's a lot. Yeah,
it falls off.
That's indie
quick.
rock. That's indie rock to a fucking T. It's just like a banger with a lot of meh. Except for a handful of bands that just keep doing it over and over and over. But like that's why the White Stripes get away with it for so much, because everything they do is not really like indie rock. It's so rooted in just like
blues.
Americana blues.
Yeah.
And so like that's why Jack White is also a fucking genius. It's just because he's like, oh damn, I don't need to write music. I can just, and all music is stolen from somebody in some capacity. But Jack White's like, I'm just gonna steal something from somebody and just make it indie, right?
And
so
throw a shit ton of distortion on it. Yeah.
And like that's cool though, because it's fucking really, really good, and I don't give a shit. Yeah, this was huge, man, and I still think it's not just like I'm not going to give it this high rating that I'm going to give it because like, oh, this is so popular, this is so great. This is a good record through and through. These melodies are fucking strong. This feels fresh. This feels like, oh man, this is something I'd not heard of. Back in '99, when we were listening to all of our fucking Limp Bizkits and your Sum 41s, your Led Zeppelins, like all the stuff you were listening to in '99. This is something different. This was something cool. This was something fun. But not every song is a banger.
Yeah.
Not every song is a banger here. So I'm still going to give it a high. I'm going to give it high marks, as they say in the UK. It's going to get high marks. I think I'm doing 2.6.
Oh yeah.
2.6.
Okay. All right.
I don't know if I can do 2.75.
No, you should definitely not do a 2.75.
I kind of want to do 2.75.
Don't do a 2.75.
I think I'm going to do 2.6. I'm going to do 2.6. I'm going to do 2.6. I think that's fair.
Okay. All right. So my final thoughts. I get why this band's popular. I get it. They're a great gateway band into rock music in general.
The better music.
I just into rock music in general. I think this band hustled. I think they did a lot of. They hustled. Like you got to give them respect for that. Yeah, they're rich kids. And their dads did help them in some capacity, but they still put a lot of work in, and you got to respect them for that. Musically, it's not my thing. It's really, really not my thing. I tried, like I said, I listened to this record. I listened to it 4 times this week. It just none of it really clicked with me outside of the singles. And you know, I'm gonna give it 2 ratings. I'll give it 2 ratings. I'll give my. Okay, do you want me to give it just my rating? I'll just give it my rating. 1.5.
Yeah, just give it your rating.
1.5 out of 3.
Own it.
1.5. 1.5.
If you're going to be wrong, own
out
it.
of 3. I'll never go back to this record.
Don't sugarcoat it and
just
try and like get out of it.
1.5. 1.5 out of 3. I'll never go back to this record.
For the Strokes.
I'll never go back. I'll never go back to
That's crazy.
I'll never go back to it. I think its significance boosts it higher, but me personally, I'll never go back to this outside of a few songs.
Okay.
That's it.
Okay.
1.5 out of 3.
That's okay.
You know, it's the way she goes. So, do we have anything else?
No.
All right. Well, thank you all for listening. Go to Spotify, Apple Podcasts. Give us 5 stars if you're watching on YouTube. Smash that subscribe button. That's all we got. And that's it. That's all.